So Blair and I are here again today to do a video about a hand treatment. So this is like a rescue remedy hand treatment. So Blair is currently in her pyjamas and I'm in my cleaning clothes, so bear with us. So first of all, what we're going to be doing is doing a homemade scrub to scrub the hands. Now this is the stage. If your hands are really sore, really cracked, bleeding, do not scrub your hands. Only give them a good scrub if they're just dry and dehydrated. If they're sore, don't do the scrub part because that will take the skin off and really hurt. And then I'm going to talk to you about how you can sort of DIY your own hand mask. Apply the hand mask, leave it on, and then how to do the hand massage afterwards. And Blair is going to be... No, that is scrub. Blair's going to be the client. Now, scrub, I've already made myself. I've used Dead Sea salts with almond oil, and I've put some lemon peel and some vitamin E oil in it. But what's easy for you at home is if you've got any sort of sugar or salt, like dishwasher salt, sugar works well, and then add olive oil or coconut oil or some sort of oil just to give you that lubrication.
Talking to yourself.
Yes, I know. So that will be the scrub. So first of all, just going to grab a spatula. So we're going to get a little bit of scrub onto our hand. And I would focus, how does that feel?
Really rough.
Really rough. I would focus on
the
the palm of your hand, where it, you know, you get your nodules and it's rough. And also with my hands, yeah, I'll do your other one in a minute. Sort of between the knuckles and sort of across the tops of the hand. So we've done that one, we'll do the other one. So just give it a good scrub, lots of forward and backward motions, round and round motions. And if you put lots of nice oil on your scrub like I have, although it makes it really oily initially, it does give a nice hydration in itself. Okay, so once you've scrubbed, get yourself a bowl of warm water. Can you put your hand in, one hand in, both hands in? And then I'm going to use a sponge. You could have a flannel, just to get the particles of the scrub off. Do that. And just make sure they're not too wet. So put your hands up and we're just going to give them a bit of a... Right, now, lift your hands out. We're done with the water. Just pop that down there. In the last video, the water got spilled. Right, take a towel. I think what I'll do is put a list of things you need together to put with the video as well. Okay, no, not yet. Right, hand. So once you've dried your hands from your scrub, what you want to do is create yourself a hand mask. So you can do this by taking quite a rich hand cream or moisturiser if you've got one, and then to make it even more luxurious, add some oil. So again, if you've got some coconut oil or if you've got some olive oil, any sort of oil, to add to your cream will make it really luxurious. I've made a body butter, which works perfectly. So for anyone who's got my body butter, because it's made with just shea butter, cocoa butter, almond oil and vitamin E oil. So at the minute it's quite solid because it's cold. But what I'm going to do is warm it in the palm of my hand so it becomes softer and more butter-like. Can I borrow one of your hands? So you do one hand at a time, but I would coat it in a nice thick. Does that feel nice? Yeah.
But it stinks of poo.
Yeah, Blair doesn't like the smell of my body butter because my body butter smells of rosemary and lavender. Other hand? I love the smell, but Blair and James do not. So this is really, really thick. We're coating it on nice and thick. Vaseline would work actually if you don't have a hand lotion. Vaseline would probably work, or just oil. Blair, can you sort of hold your hands up to the camera? Because they are sort of oily looking, if you can see that, as opposed to creamy. That's it. So at home, if you use either like a latex glove or cling film, I've got these already made mitten bags, so we're going to put those on. With the mask, it might be an idea to take it all the way up the arm as well. If you've got something that you can sort of cover your arm in. Now I've actually got these mittens which will keep Blaire's hands nice and warm, but what you could do is if you've got a hot water bottle or a heat pack, you could then rest your hands on something warm. That would then open up the pores and allow the mask to go in deeper. So we're going to do a here's one I made earlier type thing, in that we're going to stop quicker than you would. I would leave that on for a good 10 minutes, but if you're, sat watching TV or listening to music or whatever, I would leave it on longer, because the longer you have it on, not sure I'm going to put those, the better. Then the really nice bit, the massage. So this is the bit I think that's really important at the minute to need to word this cleverly, like get some sort of self-touch in the massage and release tension. And we're not getting much touch at the moment where we can't see anybody, so we're missing hugs. So we'll just take one out, Blaire, to start with. So obviously you'll be doing this on your own hand unless you've got a child that you can teach this to, or a husband or partner. So top of the hand, I would just do circles with your thumb over the top of the hand. I can also use one hand because the hands are so tiny. Just move the blood over the top of the hand, round the wrist, round the two wrist bones, almost call it an ankle then. That feels lovely, sort of putting pressure right up the middle of the wrist bone and round. Then go onto your knuckles. This is where my hands are struggling the most, is sort of on the knuckles and between the knuckles. So lots of thumb circles around the knuckles, and then bring your circles down the finger and onto the cuticle. And if you watched my first manicure video, a nice firm circular pressure on the cuticles will do wonders for your nails. This whole treatment will be amazing for your nails. You can also do this treatment on your feet.
Where's the mask?
It's sinking in. So as Blaire said, where's the mask on? The mask I use, because it's a butter, it just sinks in beautifully, so it disappears and you don't end up with too much residue on the hand. So if you've got like a body butter, otherwise if you do end up with too much residue, you might just have to take
Are we going to put that on me?
No, that's the scrub. We've done that, haven't we? So then flip the hand over, and this is where a lot of tension is in the palm. So I would say you want to be working up and round the pad of your thumb. Gets really tight, and a lot of my clients when I'm doing facials love that pressure up and around the pad of the thumb, then circling in to the pad of the hand, not yet, right round the palm, and then again sort of working up each finger. So on Blaire, I would sort of do my movements moving upward, up and around the pad of the thumb, across the pad of the hand, and then onto the fingers. How does that feel?
Nice.
Yeah? Is it relaxing? Yeah? And then you can take the massage up the arm, so sweeping movements up your arm. There's so much tension in the forearms at the minute. Hello. Circling with your thumbs up your forearm. Lots of swooping moves with the whole of your hand up your forearm. And then there we go. And then I will do the same on the other hand. Just do a quick version. So lots of sweeping, long sweeping moves. Lots of pressure around the wrist with thumb circles. Yeah, across the top of the hand. You can sort of go up. You've got your metatarsals, the bones in your hand. If you go up the middle, sort of between each metatarsal, that can feel quite nice as well. Pushing up towards the lymph nodes that are under your armpit. So just moving everything up towards the body. And then onto the underside of the hand. Just making sure all that delicious mask that you've made / hand cream is massaged in, right round all the cuticles. And then that's done. So hopefully if you do that once, ideally twice, maybe 3 times a week, if you were to do it at bedtime, you could even then, once you've finished your massage, apply even more hand cream / butter / mask. Put some, in a second, can we do this when we finish? Just be patient.
No, I want to do it now.
In a second. And then you could leave it on overnight and that will sink in if you put your hands in some socks or
No,
some
I
gloves
want to leave
or
it here.
anything. Okay. At least Blaire likes the scrub. Right, so let me know what you think. Let me know how your DIY scrubs come along and if you manage to jazz up your hand cream by adding lots of lovely oils. Shout if there's any other treatments that I can help you with. I think the hand is going to be a good one because I think with all the excessive washing our hands are really struggling. Right, so we're going to say bye for now.